It's been a long fucking time. I don't really think I can say much else other than it's been a really long time.
Death is beyond your reach.
So yeah, it's been just over a month now since the last time I uploaded a video. So I sort of thought I'd, after all this time, actually make a video not even sort of, actually explaining why I've been gone so long. And just just stuff. God, I'm not good at making really any kinds of videos, but whatever. But I just want to explain what's been going on, why there's been a massive absence of videos on this channel for the past month. And all of these reasons I'm going to say can pretty much all be blamed on myself, because it is actually my fault, obviously. I mean, I'm the one who runs this channel. I haven't opened OBS in a long fucking time. I haven't opened OBS in literally a month now. But, God damn it. I guess I'll start by saying, just essentially, this video is just gonna be me explaining all the reasons why I've been gone, really. I sound really out of breath, and that's probably because I am, because for whatever reason I always am, which is why I'm not the greatest at doing my read-ins, is because for whatever reason, always out of breath. Fuck. But no. I think the first reason that I can say that I've been gone for so long is procrastination. I procrastinate so much in my life. I'm not joining Team Voice. I'm just using the game as more of a background while I just explain all this shit. And what better way than to do this on easily my favorite game. Because yeah, nothing says explaining shit better than HOTS in the background.
5,
But no.
4, 3, 2.
Procrastination is probably one of the biggest things. For the past month and for a long time, especially, I've just been procrastinating for everything. Procrastinating when it comes to school assignments, which I thankfully can afford to do due to the fact that I am homeschooled. I do online schooling. I've been homeschooled for a long time, but yeah. But I procrastinate on my assignments. I procrastinate on getting a job because I'm at the age to where I can actually legally get a job actually quite easily, because, you know, I'm 16, so haha, I can do that pretty much whenever I want. I've just been choosing not to go through the process of actually doing as such. God. Okay. But yeah. community of this game sometimes ceases to amaze me with how toxic it can potentially be, but I'm not here to judge that, considering I myself can be extremely fucking toxic. Because I get angry as shit sometimes.
Choose a talent.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, procrastination. I've even procrastinating on taking the fucking knowledge test to get a driver's permit so I can actually go out and drive, which would make getting a job extremely... Actually, well, not extremely easy, but it would make it a lot easier for transportation, because, you know, I can fucking drive. But
you must capture them quickly.
I've been procrastinating that. I've been procrastinating even attempting to upload. I think that is probably the most obvious. But yeah, that's one thing. Another thing, the second reason, is more of social life stuff that's been going on.
The Raven Lord,
which has been...
The altar is ours. Fire upon the Gravekeeper.
I don't really know what I can say about that, but... Wait. Fuck off.
Remain resolute, and you will prevail.
But no, it's essentially stuff that was going on previously in my social life, mainly in, I believe, the last week. If I had to put a rough estimate on it or some shit. But in the past week, I've had stuff going on that's been not the funnest, not the most fun, whatever the fuck you want to say.
Your powers will be mine.
That feels good.
Like all
But
the others.
essentially, arguments between friends, mainly relating to Spike. Like, if nothing happened with Spike, I'm still literally best friends with Spike. Because, goddamn. He's a good guy. I'm not gonna deny that. He obviously is a very good guy if you actually know him from my videos, which I don't know how many he's been in, but yeah. He's a very good friend of mine, but it was essentially other people that were my friends were being utter cocks to him, and, well, yeah. Because one thing that I will say about Spike is, not meaning any offense by it, but Hatita, and I'm sort of the same way, is I'll get stressed out over a lot of situations quite easily. And I try to deal with them well, and so does he. His way of dealing with them well is essentially taking a step back from, for the example of what happened in this situation, then taking a step back from the Discord server that we normally were in, not anymore because that whole thing happened, but he would occasionally, he'd leave that to take a step back, which I respected because that's fine, you know. And the other people that were in the, because he did that as essentially a way of stress relief, they fucking, and they didn't ban him from that specific server, but it's, to say, oh, Jesus, Killtacular over here, jeez, this fucking Halo. Oh, God.
Doomed
know,
to the grave.
they were being dicks to him about that because apparently they didn't understand the fact that that's his way of pretty much de-stressing, because that Discord server also potentially had a lot of drama. And that was essentially how he got away from it, which, once again, is fair. Retreat here. Goodbye, Greymane. But they took that extremely poorly, his way of doing that, and obviously that pissed him off, and that pissed me off extremely, because one of my main things is because Spike's been my best friend for, I think, around 3 years now. I'm not specifically sure. I think it's been... Actually, yeah. Back with February. Back in February. Or back whenever it's,
Rise again.
whenever it's fucking... whenever it hit like 3 months. Or 3 years, not 3 months. Fuck's sake. Because I met him whenever I started streaming back in February of fucking whatever it's called.
Do not disappoint me.
Fuck that Hanzo.
Double kill.
See? Worth it.
I am yours.
Go Greymane.
Not from me.
But that happened because I get extremely defensive when people are dicks to Spike, because he doesn't deserve, he's not the type of person that deserves the extra stress from having people be absolute dicks to him. He doesn't deserve that by any means. I don't think anyone deserves to, like unless you are literally a serial fucking, murderer or something, you don't deserve to have people be constantly being a dick to you. I don't think that's deserved at all.
Capture this mercenary. Shall be avenged, friend.
Kerrigan. Rip. Okay. Just so I can ignore this while I'm playing, I'm just going to do that because, like Illidan said, is just game. But no, that's a good response to that. But, no. So that whole happened, and then the last reason, which is quite literally the title of this video, is lack of motivation. I haven't had motivation to be making videos for a while, unfortunately, if it's not obvious. So yeah, that is a major thing. But I planned for that to, for fuck's
The time
sake.
is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name.
The enemy will be brought to justice for this.
Well, ow. But yeah, I've had trouble getting motivated to do YouTube videos. Pretty much, I don't know why. I think it's unfortunate myself, because fuck, dude. I like doing YouTube, don't get me wrong. I actually really do like doing YouTube. It's really fun. I just couldn't find the motivation because I was making content that I don't actually find that entertaining.
Alone.
With the exception of the content that I was making before.
Enough
Or
of
as
this
far as
charade.
readings.
Bring
I
down the
find
Gravekeeper's
readings actually
call.
extremely fun to
I will
make.
not return to those wretched mines.
Like, I find those really fun to make. I'm not gonna lie about that. Because I do find readings fun to make, I just don't do them well, for one thing, and another thing is my voice is usually rather
They've
dead
opened a tunnel near our cove that
afterwards.
leads to the battleground center. Use it well.
My voice is very,
What?
very dead because of the voice I do during my readings, but other than that, the content I was making, like Steam A to Z, Armor Game Saga. Armor Game Saga was alright, but it really, I don't know. I don't know what I can say about that, really. I did find the games entertaining, I just didn't know really how to commentate over them. Or really anything like that. I wasn't sure how to do pretty much anything when it came to this.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
Well, we're up there, so I'm gonna go and do this, but I couldn't find the motivation to do stuff that I deem myself find very entertaining, because my last video, I believe, it wasn't a Steam A to Z, I believe it was an Armor Game Saga
Take the
on,
altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
what game even was it? I think it was like the Life Bending game, or whatever the hell it was, I genuinely don't know. Let's just capture this really quickly and then...
I am lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from me.
Yeah, I couldn't, like, the readings, I do still, going forward from this video, I do want to still do them. Because I do find them fun, it's just sometimes difficult to do.
Justice delivered. Double kill.
There we go.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the Gravekeeper's core.
God, I get off track. And this is what I mean by procrastination. I'm actively recording a video and fucking this shit, man. Okay, I'm still procrastinating while actually recording it, but... Jeez. I wonder what this guy's been saying. No, it doesn't reload all that. I'm just gonna keep his shit muted because that guy was relatively annoying and obviously was being toxic.
Choose a talent.
Okay.
It says
Okay, there we go, good. Gives me my kills. I need my healing. But, no. Fucking hell.
Killing spree.
Main thing just the main point I'm trying to say when it comes to this is I didn't enjoy the content I was making, so I sort of just pulled away, but I do want to make, obviously, better content later.
Now,
After this video goes up, I might record some of this, because I want to do, going forward, content that I enjoy, and I'm going to try not to procrastinate in making it,
MVP.
because this will be content that I enjoy, like, when I'm not making a video like this, when I'm actually commenting this, because I do have a series planned for this, for Heroes of the Storm, and that's a main thing. But the main games I'm gonna want to focus on going forward, I'm not gonna be doing like my little Let's Plays and stuff that I've been doing, so most of the series I'm not going to be doing anymore. But the games that I want to focus on going forward to get me out of that lack of motivation, to get me out of essentially a block of, to get me out of YouTuber's block, you can call it, I guess, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, because, you know, there's like art block, writer's block, which was essentially you don't have much motivation to do it, which is what was happening. But I'm hoping that playing these games will help me get out of it, and the games that I'm going to want to focus this channel on more, actually a lot more, are this game, Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, I might do some Let's Plays in the future if I find a story-driven game. I do want to, the one story-driven game that I do want to continue if I can physically run it, once it comes out, is Bendy and the Ink Machine. I do want to finish that. That's the only one that I plan on actually finishing from this point forward. But Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, they're both Blizzard titles, like I said, or not like I said, but likewise, they're both also really fun in my opinion. It also depends on how good you are at them. It definitely depends on whether you're good or not at them. I'm not going to go into another game just yet, because I'm nearly to the end of the video, so I want to finish this before I actually go and play some more games today. But fucking Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, which might be more difficult for me to record because OBS is a bit strange when it comes to actually game capturing the game. And what I mean by that is, if you've watched any of my Dead by Daylight streams, you'll notice that it does capture the entire game screen, but I have to have it on window capture to where, essentially, because I have game capture on for Heroes of the Storm, so it doesn't show when I'm alt-tabbing and such, like I'm actually actively doing right now. So it doesn't show that on the screen when I have game capture on. But, for Dead by Daylight, for window capture, it does show that, which is, I don't know why game capture doesn't work on Dead by Daylight, but I do want to make content for that. And also another game that I've been recently getting into, which I really want to practice on and get a lot better at and just do shit on there, is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, which, it's a very fun game. Is actually an extremely fun game in my opinion, and I do also want to, before I mentioned in a previous video that I wanted to start a series that was essentially achievement hunting that I wanted to call, I don't know what I wanted to call it, I think it was just Final Achievement is what I wanted to call it, or something along those lines, because I'm not even sort of, I don't know why I always say sort of with this, but I am actually an achievement hunter when it comes to a lot of games that I can actually get the motivation to play, like, a lot, to grind out these achievements. So, yeah, whenever I get that, I do want to do that, and the HOTS series that I have planned, because I will probably play this just casually, outside of the HOTS series I have planned, which is going to be called Heroes of the Storm, This Is How I Play. I know that sounds stupid as hell, but that's what I'm going to be naming it, and it's going to be for specifically the heroes that I play really well. Mostly these guys up here. Ariel, Tyrael, Mathael, Tyrande, Butcher, Abathur. Essentially all the characters that I believe myself to be actually good as. I'm going to be... And obviously I'll get better at characters over time, but that's what I have planned for that, so it'll be, this is how I play, and then for specific heroes. For example, the first one's probably going to be Ariel, because she is my best hero, by far. But yeah, anyways, I'm sorry that I haven't been recording as much. I plan to get out of this slump very soon. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you guys, forgive me for being gone so long. I'm not even gonna do my normal outro, but at least most normal parts of it, but I do hope you can forgive me for being gone for so long. I'm sorry that I haven't been motivated to do this, but I will see you guys maybe even later on today, when I'm going to be essentially in later videos that I will be recording, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. There's supposed to be at some point a new hero announcement for Heroes of the Storm, which I want to, if you can see up top here, I have 750 gems. That's enough to buy a new hero once they're released, and I want to actually get a video out on them because it's likely to be a Diablo hero, and the characters I play the most are Diablo heroes. But, yeah, so whenever that hero is released, after its announcement or whatever, I will be playing them. If it's a Diablo hero, I want to get that content up, because I think that'll be pretty cool, just to show how, just showing off a new hero that's been massively not even overhyped, but massively hyped, just in general. But yeah, anyways, guys, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.